Right, welcome back. And as we've been saying, the news cycle not letting up, not just yet. So let's take a look at what's making headlines in the newspapers this morning.
Okay, let's start off with the staff first. And of course, a photograph of our Miss South Africa, who came in as second princess. She came up, no, first princess, I beg your pardon, first princess at the Miss Universe pageant yesterday. So she's, of course, as they say, flying the SA flag high. So there you go, that's their big one, the long weekend road carnage. And this is another one that is just, I don't know, we're covering all of these awful incidents on the program, and they're just getting worse and worse with the death tolls. I mean, you know, in any given accident, you're not losing 1 or 2 lives, you're losing 13, 14 lives. I mean, it's just, like I think you said a bit earlier, a very bleak season for a lot of people right now. It's just not nice. And then the storm hit Sun City is apparently back in business. I mean, what I was seeing over the weekend in terms of the visuals and the footage that people were posting from that storm that hit Sun City, I've never seen anything like it.
Shocking.
I mean, you were relaying an incident that did happen when you were in the Northwest, but just from my experience of seeing what happened in Sun City, I mean, the visuals of that water swirling and the ice and the hail that almost looked like one of the biggest snowstorms to hit. It's crazy. So the Star's saying they're back in business. Did they refund people for their accommodation?
That's a good question, but I was also thinking yesterday, I'm quite interested to know about the communities around Sun City and what sort of damage was suffered by them, because I didn't hear that part of the story coming through. The focus was on Sun City and what had happened there, but one wonders the sort of damage that was suffered by communities around that area.
Okay, so that's the front page of the Star.
Right, moving on to Business Day. SARS consultants were destructive. That's according to, I suppose, a report by retired Judge Robert Nugent. And then there's something about EdCon there in the right-hand corner. And SABC security contract was irregularly issued, according to the SIU report.
Okay, so let's now have a look at the Sowetan. And paramedics want guns. Wow. Well, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate, because what the unions are saying is that its members are under siege from thugs, and it accuses government of not doing enough to protect them. I mean, I've heard stories, and I'm sure so have you, heard many stories of at the scenes of accidents how, you know, these thugs do come in and they start stealing from the cars and stealing people's personal belongings, cell phones, wallets, you name it. And I mean, I can imagine that the paramedics at the time are feeling very much so under threat. So that is a very interesting angle, and it'll be really good to see what the government does say about that. Also, on the top there is a photograph of, they say, Hail the Queen in the Union Buildings. Presidential spokesperson Kusela Diko marries Amabaka King. So congratulations to Kusela, and we wish her a very, very happy future with her husband.
Absolutely, really happy for her there.
Beautiful, very, very nice.
And also, Stop Wooing Players pleads Middendorp, and documentary on Black Mambazo legend. I don't know, it looks like Joseph Shabalala, I think it is. So that story also in today's Sowetan.
Yeah.
And the last one is, of course, The Citizen. Prasa sinks BEE company. And also out of this world, again, the story of Miss South Africa ending runner-up there in Miss Universe. O'Sullivan sues for fake cases, and I would think that's Paul O'Sullivan, a.k.a. pelted on stage by fans.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
All right, we'll have to look that one up.
I'm busy digging into the online site here. I've got the paper.
And also, Nugent does not pull punches, and that, of course, that SARS inquiry. So those some of the stories making headlines in the newspapers today.
Can I just interrupt you? I've got that story.
The AKA story.
Just like, I'll read the first line. Rapper AKA takes to social media to express disappointment at fans who threw beer cans at him. Rapper AKA has taken to social media to air his disappointment at rowdy fans who pelted him with cans full of beer, put his life at risk while performing on stage at a Reconciliation Day concert. He was the headlined act at the all-white 80s party in Potchefstroom. He just got so upset. He said, I totally understand that people are excited and we want to have a good time, but getting hit with a full can of beer is not swag. Unfortunately, someone spoiled the show for everyone in Potch tonight. That's not nice at all.
No, but
Wow.
we'll be talking reconciliation. Lindy Wehani is here, and yeah, I'm not sure. AKA, maybe listen, maybe something helpful there. I don't know. But we'll be having that conversation shortly. But before then, let's check in with Azwi at the Weather Centre.